right, man. Welcome, guys, to another episode of BSSB. Tonight, we got MMA legend, bare knuckle legend, and newly CEO of Dirty Boxing, Platinum Mike Perry. What's going on? How you doing tonight?
Let's go, boys. I'm good, man. Everything is, I'm just busy. A lot of work lately, running a promotion, trying to get myself back in the ring, and then I got lots of other things on the table as well.
Hell yeah, that's
Nice.
what's up. So we'll get to that here, but we're gonna start a little bit earlier just to get to know you. So I know you grew up in Michigan, went down to Florida. You got into MMA. On an early age, when you first got into MMA, was there anyone that you followed or kind of inspired you, other fighters that got you into it that you looked up to?
Man, first ones I can really remember, I feel like Rampage Jackson. The first guy I feel like I ever saw fight, I remember being in Flint and my dad was on the couch watching TV and Bulldog fights were on.
Okay.
And Eddie Alvarez was fighting. I was watching him getting knocked down and get back up like a zombie. And just I think he won the fight, So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on a lot of Rampage, Vanderlei. My first love was Pride fighting,
Right,
so
for
that's
sure.
what I grew up watching. Was that first, and then I kind of got into UFC and other things like that. So
Yeah, I didn't really see a lot of Pride. I watched a lot of YouTube when I was trying to learn how to fight and stuff. And Anderson Silva, definitely, whoever was running the UFC at the time. Vanderlei Silva, the axe murderer.
oh
Yeah.
I
yeah,
did see like him and Chuck Liddell and Rampage over there on Pride videos and YouTube. I remember that shit. Good times.
oh yeah, hell of fights. Then you got in the UFC. Is there a out of all your fights, is there one that's a little bit more memorable to you or a little more special than another one?
Oh man. Just I had some good fights over there, knocking out Ellenberger. The Danny Roberts fight over in England was a good one. Um, my debut was pretty fantastic. Uh, you know, all of them. So I fought Ponzinibbio in Canada, had a good fight. Went to South America and Uruguay and fought Vicente Luque. He's a very respectable athlete and fighter, and I got obviously the knockouts. I was supposed to fight Thiago Alves. I ended up fighting Alex Reyes. Fucking Cowboy grabbed a hold of my arm, the sick bastard. I'd like to run that one back.
Yeah.
Some good ones.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my next questions. As Thiago Alves, I got canceled in 2017, but 7 years later, you got to run it back and kind of get that one canceled off. Is there anyone that you'd want to fight here in the future in bare knuckle that maybe from the past or someone that you quite didn't get the match up with?
I mean, Cowboy would be a good one to run it back. He's trying to fight again in the UFC, but Dana White doesn't like that. I think David Feldman would love it.
Yeah.
Cowboy's a little butthurt that I called Conor McGregor into the ring to face off with me when he was there that night as well. But I tried to skip all that and go to the source where Conor had already beaten up on Cowboy and I don't know how Cowboy really feels about a stand-up only striking match and bare knuckle, that bone to bone. And he says he's making movies and he's too busy. So I heard him saying that and was like, well, I'm not calling Cowboy and I'm going to call McGregor in.
Yeah.
And, the McGregor matchup would be great. I had to blow up a lot more. I was really young and early on in my career in the UFC, and I had a lot of fights really fast. You know what I mean? Like in a short amount of time. Like Conor's been there double the time, and I've got like one less fight than he has, and all the time that he's been there, and I was there for a short amount of time and just packed all these fights in. And then I think there's another name on the list that everybody wants to see me beat up, but I don't know if that's in his cards to come and play the bare knuckle scrap with us.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah. Now, in bare knuckle, you're 5-0, so which I figure it's a lot of guys are probably scared to get in there with you, with what they see you do. But what do you think sets you apart from everyone else in bare knuckle that you are 5-0?
Well, a lot of guys in bare knuckle never went to a bigger league. They never, I don't know. I did it at a higher level than all these guys did, and I came in and I've always been just a brawler, a scrapper, and I like to get in the pocket and the paint and throw heavy shots, and I can take a heavy shot as well. So I always trained hard, and I always gave my UFC fights everything I had. I was in a learning process while in the UFC. You know what I mean? I was in the big leagues. I always had a talent for smacking guys up and not feeling pain when they hit me. So I just kind of went with that, and maybe it's part of my Flint mentality and attitude, but just be Mike Perry at all times.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah. Now, we had another bare knuckle guy on here for an interview. We had Kai Stewart a little while back. He's 4-0, defending his title. He's called out a couple guys. He's asking who he should fight next. He's called out Sean O'Malley. I know is one. He's called out
like Ryan Garcia.
Is there anyone that, if you could see him matched up with, who you would like to see him fight for his next fight?
I like Kai, man. He's a tough dude. He comes with a game plan. I was surprised that that he didn't do better against who was his opponent that he just fought, the cop.
Yeah, what the fuck was that guy's?
He was the UFC. He was an ex-UFC guy. He's got a couple bare knuckle fights.
Yeah.
Sorry to him. I know him, and I can't think of his name. I need to hit one of them joints and help me remember. But I like the Ryan Garcia call out from him because Ryan was suspended, but apparently he's about to fight some guy.
Yeah.
Some Asian dude, and
I can't remember him either.
The O'Malley is a little bit of untouchable product over there. I saw a clip or a photo of all the highest gates or something in UFC pay-per-views, and O'Malley and Merab were at the top of the list over McGregor and Khabib, over John Jones.
Wow.
I mean, O'Malley's really making noise. So, as far as Kai fighting, it depends. A lot of those UFC guys, they don't want to end up having to go to bare knuckle.
Yeah.
I know it worked out for me and it paid off well, but it's like it was just meant to be. That was more my style.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Now we'll get to dirty boxing. So, first of all, little upset that I had to watch all this through live feeds and photos, but I understand.
It was cool.
Now, after you got a couple days of the high of sitting back, kind of relaxing and looking really at it, what are your thoughts on the first go around?
Oh man, promoting a show, it was a little stressful, a lot of work. I mean, shout out to our CEO, Adam. I guess I'm the chief violence officer. I'm somewhat of a CEO, and I'm the co-founder of Dirty Boxing Championships. And Adam, did a lot of intricate detail work, like figuring out with the lights, the smoke, our setup, and we didn't release the fight to fans because we wanted to work the kinks out and figure out really, really small details that we could only see in having the show. It was a great live setting, and it worked for our people in-house. But to scale it on a bigger magnitude for a larger audience in an arena, getting getting the right shots with the cameras for television or streaming networks, and there's lots that goes into that, the streaming aspect as well, like endorsements, sponsors, commercial time. And I think we weren't just doing that to the fans who wanted to see, and we did allow, you guys caught the updates as they came out. We did want to end up streaming one, but I don't think we were able to do that. And, once we settle some details with the platforms, we are going to get a show out to you guys early next year, one that will be streamed and shown to everyone, and we can all enjoy together. So, and we got to get a couple more names on the card. We can't always promise the best names, Yoel.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might want to fight again. We got to pull Jake Paul over. He said maybe me and him could fight Dirty Box, and I'd like to do that.
Hell yeah.
Less rules. The less rules for me, the better.
No, absolutely. Let it turn into a street fight.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Team Perry all the way on that one. I got your back. No, that's awesome though. So we'll switch over here a little bit to, like I said, the different part of our podcast is here. We ask a bunch of random ass questions to you, and we just see where your head's at on them. So the one I famously start out with is, what's your favorite breakfast cereals?
Man, when I did eat cereal, I guess it's been a while. Nowadays, if I grabbed a bowl of cereal, it might be like Cinnamon Life.
Oh shit.
But back in the day, lots of stuff, man. Golden Crisp or Cookie Crisp, Golden Grams.
Nice.
All the good Fruity Pebbles.
Yes.
Fruity Pebbles are fire.
For sure.
And what else? There's some good ones. I mean, I ate them all. Apple Jacks, Pops. Man, cereal. I haven't had cereal in a while.
Yeah, there it is. Nice.
If you could go back in time or forward in time, what would you do and what time would you go to?
Yeah. Man, that's a good question, dude. That's a good question. I wouldn't go backwards because we here. Fuck it. And I'm doing all right. If I went back, I'd probably fuck it up.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm happy with how things have happened. I would go forward to a time when my kids are old enough that me and my wife can enjoy some time together, out drinking, when hopefully she'll have some damn energy. She's so tired probably all the time from taking care of them damn kids. I would like to just have a good, some festivals, man. But my wife's outfit can't be too revealing, and just fucking party, bro. I just want to party or party on a yacht or a yacht festival. Is that in the future? It might be.
Okay,
there it is.
No, that's a great answer.
No, I like it.
Some good hors d'oeuvres on there.
Oh yeah. Now, during your fight career, did you have any superstitions or anything like that? Maybe early on that you got rid of, or anything like that?
Yeah, I would. I was really animate about some things, and then I realized through my career that it was like an impossible task. I would try to go with the flow on everything, but I would hope to see some things or some signs in some areas, my hotel room number, how things happen throughout the week, if it was easy to get something extra or if it was such a problem or a challenge or an issue for the companies involved, or depending on how things went. Nowadays, I more likely like to let all the bullshit happen around me and not fucking say a thing. Like what is it, Titanic, where the captain was on the boat and he's just sitting there and everything's flying around him and all that shit. You know,
Yeah.
I gotta take it more like a man and just stand my ground and don't let them catch you on camera not being in control of what's happening.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. You got something? You got another one?
You have any like favorite bands or like artists, rappers or anything?
I recently went to Dallas and saw Future,
Okay.
and you know, I was I was no, I went to the Future concert. It was lit, man. All his songs have been super fire lately. Lately I've been opening my genres back up. Like I've always listened to everything, you know, back in the day.
Man.
Linkin Park and Michael Jackson and you know, Michael Jackson always seems to change the mood. And you know, I like XXX Tentacion.
Okay, yeah.
I've been listening to some Green Day. I go, you know, and my wife a few years ago got me on EDM. We went to a couple festivals together, and I love EDM music, or I love when they remix some dope hip hop and some EDM beats.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that's all good stuff. Like she knows more DJs. I don't really know the DJs, and she always wants to go see like one of these guy DJs or something. And I'm like, are there some women DJs we can go see? Like,
Yeah, for
damn.
real.
Is some girl with glow sticks in her bra that's fucking shaking on the turntables?
Yeah.
Can we go see that shit?
Yeah.
Not
Hell yeah.
some dude with his shirt off, fucking
You ever
trying to
It's a
steal
good
everybody's
point.
bitch.
you go back up to Michigan? You ever gone to Electric Forest yet?
Electric Forest?
Yeah, it's up in
Yeah.
like UP, part of Michigan. You should check that place out. That's a good festival. I think you two would enjoy.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a
Yeah.
festival in Electric Forest. Okay, that sounds tight.
Yeah. It's a pretty. I've never been there, but I got a lot of friends that's been there, and
Yeah, I saw some videos. It's pretty cool.
there's a lot of women there that are going around, and
That
yeah,
too.
it's a good time.
Well, I mean, that's not why I said that. It was just so, you know,
No,
just
I
so
was
she
just,
knows.
I was just letting other people know that are watching the podcast that
Yeah.
other guys are going to be tuning in.
Yeah.
It's a good place to go.
You know, that's why I try to tell her about like social media. Like, that picture's not for me. That's for my fan base.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nope. So, as mentioned before, fighting's taking you all around the world to different countries and different places. Is there one place that you haven't fought yet that you would like to fight?
I do like fighting in America. You know, I fought West Coast, East Coast. I haven't fought New York at Madison Square Garden.
All right.
There's some pretty big fights that have happened there over history. You know, Ali, Mike Tyson, John Jones. You know, John Jones gave me the Nobel Peace Prize the other night. I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No,
you know, that was a compliment that I worked my whole life to get, man. So, and that's what I was gonna say earlier about the Dirty Boxing Show. Is like, because you guys were like, "Oh, you've been relaxing since the fight." I'm more busy, and I thought there was gonna be a moment when I was gonna be relaxing afterward to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's like as soon as that shit was over, I had more work I needed to do, more calls to make, more networking to be done, more posts and more stuff that I needed to get out to fans. And even still, you know, I'm a little behind. Always good to be a little bit behind because, you know, if you're not pushing or working, you're wasting time. So it's good to wake up and have shit I got to get done. And then, you know, try to find little times here and there when I can sit back with the kids and watch them play.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
Well, we'll go with last question here. So we'll go, if you had to choose a last meal, what would it be?
My wife's ass.
Hell yeah.
Man, that's a great answer.
There you go. Dive right
Yeah.
into it. I like it. That's the
Fuck
best
it.
answer we've
If
had
I'm
yet.
dying, I don't give a fuck about being full. So
Yeah, what's
There
it
you
matter?
go.
Yeah.
No, that's the best answer yet. So,
Hell yeah.
no, once again, we appreciate you stopping by. You got
Yeah,
anything
man.
you want to shout out? Let them know where they can find you.
yeah, man. Shout out my dog Terrence McKinney. He got a fight coming up with the UFC in February. He's going overseas to Saudi Arabia to take on somebody, Darren or something. And I probably said his name wrong, but shout out T-Rex. He set this up, and shout out my sponsors, man. Bucked Up, Young LA, Market Cipher, and stay tuned because I'm ready to get back in the bare knuckle ring and smash one of these fools.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's what we like to hear, man. We're looking
sure.
forward to it. So, yeah, we appreciate you stopping by once again. And, yeah, we'd love to have you back sometime after
Sure, man.
maybe you get a fight announced or something like that and have a little pre-fight interview. So,
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Sounds good, boys. What is the name of this? BSBS?
it's BSSB. Blunt
Yeah.
smokers smoke blunts.
Blunt smokers smoke blunts. Damn, I'm about to go fucking roll one up right now. I can do it about as fast as Snoop.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
All right, boys. Thanks for having me on, man. Y'all have a good night.
yeah, you too.
Yeah,
Take
take it
care.
easy.